What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show. I hope you've been well. AOR here, and in today's episode, I'm going to be doing a solo run. I am just pulling up the chat. I've got the TAC map already going, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll here in just a moment. Let's see, chat. Pop, chat, perfect, cool. Hope you guys' weekend is going well. I have been a bit busier than I anticipated this weekend. Went to a rodeo last night. It was a lot of fun. And then tonight I'm meant to be being a bit of a coach, mentor, if you will, on all things poker, which I feel severely underqualified for, but it should be fun. Okay, so I'm thinking of trying to do the missions that I was not able to complete last time I was running Jets and Marks, which is a timed mission, unfortunately, but this one is not. So, unfortunately, everyone's basically back at base, Hunter's Paradise, the starting town, and Tiger Bay. No one's at Fort Nerith. But if you're looking at the map here, I'm meant to head to headquarters. Allegedly, there's an interrogation transcript that I'm supposed to find. TAC map just shows it as being like on the corner of a desk. So, yeah, thinking we could do that. Bunch of dudes running to Lima 1. And it could be because they're hitting Fort Nerith, or they're just going to YBL. Either way, we're on this bird. I miss the days when you could turn your head all the way to the other side of the bird. You can't do that anymore. Kind of bums me out. Yeah, I just finished up at the gym. I was doing a pretty heavy workout. I was doing back. And then from back I went over to chest. From chest I went to neck. And then from neck I went right into back again. And then from there I just went into, I don't want to say cardio because I feel like cardio requires a higher heart rate, but it was just like an incline walk on the treadmill. So that was fun. It's good to get out of the house, hop on the bike, go for a ride. It's kind of nice out right now, to be honest. I was thinking about just playing for a little bit. Once it cools down, I'd head back out, try and soak up some afternoon, evening sun before the sun goes down. But it's like almost too warm just sitting out there right now. I figured I'd run this designated marksman rifle. I'm becoming more and more aware that every time I go to Fort Nerith, I'm severely undergeared. And it's like, I can muscle through it and do okay, but once I'm at like headquarters, it's basically like kind of a waste of time and gear. So I thought I'd wise up and just play smarter, I suppose, instead of harder, and just really play to my own advantages. I prefer the character type of long-range engagement anyway. Like, even in my old Skyrim days, I was like a sneak archer, I would use poisons, and I would just poison tip all the arrows. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like that character type just has its own advantages, and it's a lot easier to be like a lot more slow and careful and observe when you're not just running and gunning the entire time. And I actually don't know any of these dudes. I just saw that this was going to Lima 1, and I thought, you know what, why not? When I touch down, I'm going to head basically this way direction and push that south gate.
Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds.
I'll probably loot the air traffic control tower. I also wouldn't mind picking up like a secondary weapon.
Spread out.
Something for more like medium to close range engagement. And we are in joint tops. I just checked to double check myself, make sure I'm not gonna get shot in the back from faction. So the nice thing is there is someone pushing the like southeast side of Fort Nerith. That might work to my advantage. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'll be on this afternoon. To be honest, I was like, I just figured since I'll be home and chilling for a bit, and I wanted to play anyway, I figured I'd just hop on and honestly just stream it if I was going to be playing. Two dead at the gate. I see a third aggro. I missed. He started sidestepping right as I started going ADS. I'm just gonna hold this for a bit. Three dead. So the guy that I saw sidestepping was like closer to the front of the Vic. He might still be, honestly. I'll toss a grenade in there. I can't see anyone in the guard tower. I'm honestly not sure if this guy's still alive. Yeah, honestly, if you came here with like some pretty trash kit, you would definitely be able to leave with some decent kit. Okay, these AK-19s are making me really happy right now. Especially because part of the reason I wanted to be here was to grab ammo. I'm probably gonna sell whatever guns I come back with. I probably won't be taking very much. I'll just make sure to grab a crap ton of attachments. Secondary weapon, nice. This very well may be the dude I saw in front of the Vic. I don't know. Another AK-19 though. Whoa. Those shots at me? Oh my gosh, you're kidding me, dude. That's friendly. What an idiot. Okay, those shots are at me. Okay, I was literally... Did these guys just spawn? I don't understand. These guys must have just spawned because, like... Okay, either way, we've got some decent ammo now. The devs really need to fix that, like, spawning in proximity thing. That's kind of bullcrap, to be honest. Like, once you clear an area, it should stay clear for, like, the next 10 minutes. Or until you're, like, out of a 200-meter range. Hide your loot. I haven't seen a snake one in a long time, to be honest. AK-74M. It is suppressed. I would take it, except I'm rocking hella 5.56 ammo right now, so it almost doesn't make sense. Kind of looks like someone came in here and cleared this out, which makes me a little nervous because I want to push up to headquarters, but to do that I was going to take out some of the dudes up there on headquarters from the roof, and I don't want these dudes to respawn on me while I'm up there. I love that this has already been looted. Holy crap. That was not friendly fire. Ow. I actually don't know where that came from. Wow. They need to rework those shaders. Went from like noon to almost dark in like a second. Okay, I don't know where those shots. Oh, okay. Trying to see if I can see a flash at least. Some indication. Smoke even would be nice. Oh, there he is. Ow. Ow. Crap, dude. He's just wrecking me with that. I feel like there's someone else that's shooting at me, not just that freaking guy. Really hoping he just died. Nope. Yeah, I kind of thought I saw that one. One moment. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take a phone call. But I figured while I was on the phone, I could still at least clear these closer areas. Now, as you can see, the respawn rate's like kind of broken. I would kill like 2 dudes and then they'd immediately be back fighting again somehow. Like this dude I just killed up on the roof while I was there. Whoa. So that stuff doesn't make any sense to me at all, but you know, here we are. I'm getting major suppressed shots from someone right now, and I'm not sure who or where. I'm trying to figure that out so I don't die. The tricky thing right now is I know I've definitely got friendlies here, but with the amount of shots going off, I'm going to go ahead and guess there's also enemy faction here as well. But then again, I really just need to make it up towards headquarters. I don't want to push like right through Death Valley, but I honestly at this point I don't see how else it's gonna work. I don't want to go down with the amount of stuff I have, but I also don't have bandages right now, so I'm gonna run back into air traffic control tower and see if I can't find just a couple of bandages in the med box that's up there. I'm hoping these dudes haven't respawned completely. They have. Gotta be careful in here. Nope, just a splint. Sometimes you can get lucky and these dudes have meds on them. Unfortunately, right this moment, that is not the case. So it's okay. We'll try to make it work as best we can. Every now and then you'll find med supplies just kind of laying on top of desks, common areas, like there's some Ibelin, or sorry, moxifloxacin. Flaxin? I don't know. But I really need bandages because I know if I push that tower, or rather if I push those headquarters, I'm definitely going to need... yeah, I'm definitely going to need some bandages. Right now, I'm kind of just in Shalon, trying to make this work. I hear an aggro, but I don't see him. I wanted to loot this guy real quick and grab any meds off of him if he has it. Of course not. I don't know where this dude is at. I'm just hoping the dudes I killed on top of headquarters don't respawn soon. I took out, I mean, you saw a few. So I'm hoping to make that count. I don't want this guy to shoot me in the back. Yeah, I really feel like this is a bad idea, but it does seem like the dude that's friendly faction at least is like relatively close by, so that maybe he's cleared the front. If I can just get in this door, I should be okay. Okay, so I know the documents I'm looking for are on the bottom floor here in one of these rooms. So if I get so lucky, I might be able to find it somewhere around here. It didn't say it required a key. I'm hoping that that's true, because to be honest, if it does require a key, I'm kind of in trouble. Whoa. That guy sounds really close. Whoa. They sound like really close. Military firearms case. Bunch of lights, that's dope. Whoa. I can hear him walking. I'm trying to clear these all tactical like. He's outside the window. I'm gonna die in here. I don't have bandages. Frick, this is not good. Not good, not good, not good. They are light wounds at least. They should heal by themselves. I just need to wait a sec. Sounds like they're outside, but I don't know. Here we go. Okay, we're regenerating blood slowly. We just need to be careful. Okay, it sounds like friendly factions getting closer and closer. I'm hoping to find whatever it is we're here to look for. The problem is too is like we're absolutely full on everything. That guy sounds really close. They might just be upstairs. The problem is like the picture makes it look like what I'm looking for is only on the first floor. And so I'm just going to keep looking on the first floor for what I need. But it's basically like an interrogation. Oh, Sukit would be kind of handy. I think I have one. I do. 2 of 3. What would really be nice is some bandages. That would be rad. Okay, this requires the arch key. Yeah. So I don't think it's in there. That doesn't actually have a key to it. I was really hoping I'd see it by now. There's a crap ton of high tier loot. I think it's a double slot, so... Oh my gosh. I'm not like getting to the level of loot though where I'm kind of scared to die. So it's like starting to stress me out now, to be honest. But I have not been able to find what I'm looking for anywhere on the first floor. So there's a digital camera there. Damn. I don't want to drop any ammo. I suppose I could drop the light. There we go. And even if I do find what I'm looking for, I still need space for that. I thought it'd be in this room, but I haven't managed to find it yet. I might just drop one of these. Okay, we're back to being topped off on blood, so that's good. I really don't think what we're looking for is on the first floor anymore. Like, I feel like I would have been able to find it. And I don't think it requires a key. But, let me just reconsult TAC map real quick. It's Missing Colleague Part 2. Missing Colleague, LMNOP. Here we go. On the 3rd floor, office 3 of 3. Okay. From the picture, it makes it look like you can see the ground level outside the picture. So that's what it was confusing me, at least. But now that we know that... Okay, there it is. Perfect. Damn, there's so much high tier loot here. It's kind of wild. I just found like a really nice laptop. Okay, I'm just gonna push back down and get out of here. Alright. I'm gonna top off and then we need to get out of here. Heading for Delta 3. Or Delta 1. Okay. Okay. I'd say I'd pop some Melox, but I don't think we'll run into any more trouble. Famous last words, of course. Just try and hug these walls. I'll get it to this bush and then pop some right now. What's going on, Bent Arrow? Hope you've been well. I'm just trying to survive Fort Nerith right now, man. This mission was kicking my butt. I'm just fingers crossed I can hope I can get out of here alive. Hope you and Mrs. Arrow are doing well. Just gonna clear this little gateway right here and then run. I see dead bodies, looks clear. Okay. Whew. Hello, D. Hope you've been well. Appreciate you guys tuning in this evening. I am just heading back to Delta 1. Hoping for a hot extract. Let's head back home. Would have been really cool if I could make that extract somehow. Oh, I think they'll just drop off. It's okay. Calling one back to base now before somebody else takes it. Sweet. Man. Yeah, that was a bit risky. Took a few rounds with no bandages. One of them was to my chin.
Raven here. I'm moving out. ETA, 1 minute.
I got lucky. Made it out with an AK-19. And then one for spare parts. Grabbed a couple grenades while I was there. A couple cameras, some snake wine.
This is Raven, arriving shortly near your position. ETA, 30 seconds.
Not bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I appreciate it, Arrow. I was able to get some pretty decent loot. What's a bummer too is like there was still so much more to grab. Like I saw a nice laptop there, and I didn't even stop and make very much time to loot, mostly because I was pushing most of that solo. But yeah, it took some rounds. This was a brand new RPC and it's already at 49%. I got my cheeks clapped a couple times. I'm lucky I made it out alive, to be honest. Probably sell this guy. I think I'm going to hang on to the AK-19 and sell the CQA one that I have back at my locker. Yeah, overall, I'd say this is a tricky mission. Especially because in the picture it looks like you can see ground level just through the window, like it's right outside. Kind of deceiving. But again, that office is on the 3rd floor. Office 303. Whew, we got it though. Headed back to base. Now, this mission should be at least a little bit easier compared to what we just ran. I don't know if I'll take this primary weapon back with me, this DMR. But I'm going to let the dog out real quick, and then be right back.
Get ready. 1 minute. We're getting close. 30 seconds. Here we are. Welcome back to base.
Okay. Let's offload this stuff. AK-19. We can just sell both of those. So we got the snake line, 2 cameras, this shiny new AK-19. I think I'm gonna hang on to this guy though. I think it'll be good for like throwaway kit. Wait a second. Okay, so I had 545 in here for a minute. I really need to organize this locker. It's kind of gone away from me a bit. I'm thinking we'll run into more 556, so I'll just leave what I have here. And I've got Hello Green Tip down here as well. So I'll probably leave this guy here as well. Okay. We still have food, which we probably should eat before we head back out. Let's just do this guy. Or this guy. Does food and hydration. Arrow says my locker looks like Animal House lives in there. That's hilarious. Yeah, mine is not any better, as you can see. I feel like at some point when I end stream today, that's like what I'll spend the majority of my time doing, is just cleaning up the locker, because yeah, it's just kind of gotten away from me for a bit. I've never known what these were for, and I always sell them hoping to be able to buy them. I don't know that you can. I'm actually just going to sell the one and then hang on to the rest of them. I think Gunny's getting closer to level 3, so I'll probably sell this stuff to him. Not a full fan of Full Metal Jacket. If I'm being honest, it doesn't really serve me very well. And then I think we're good. I'd say we're good to go. We just want these trackers. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then we can head back. Hotel 1. We have 2 birds available in about 30-40 seconds. I'm almost thinking of pushing Delta 1 again. Come in through down here. Push up into here. I want to say the second jet is either like in here or in here. But then the first one is here. Third one's there.
Roger. Raven is in the air and heading to base camp.
But we should be good. Should be good. I definitely need meds, that's for sure. Can't leave without those. I think I used my last methyl, and then we want an S-band. We're good on suits and blood.
Raven here. Ready to head out. Strap in. We're heading out.
I should have oh man. I should have repaired this while I was there. That probably will get me into some trouble. I imagine it will. Arrow says, I finally got Gunny and Banshee. Nice, man. Yeah, slowly working through. I suppose I could have turned this mission in, but I'll just do them both at the same time. It's a little bit more satisfying that way. And by the time we get back, it'll be the time to do this mission, so it'll work out. Very nice. Yeah, pretty short run, honestly. I don't expect it'll take too long to do this. So I got poker night tonight, and then what sounds like a wedding on Monday night. So the only day I don't really have plans is like Sunday night. Sunday, really. Oh. What a busy week. Topped off mag. Yeah, if I can, I'd like to bring back
1 minute.
like one more Ear Pro. I died a few times trying to stream on Thursday morning. It was like 2 or so in the morning, but yeah, it was not going well. I was like hacking up blood, probably from coughing so hard.
30 seconds.
And then I also had like, either internet connectivity issues or the server was just like terrible. So internet crashed or server crashed, either way. Ended up back at base, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. At least I was able to keep my stuff, and I'm back at base now. And then the server crashed again while I was at base, and I lost everything, and I was like, what? How does that make any sense? I was at base when the server crashed. Either way. Okay, we're gonna go lights off for a bit, so I know it's gonna look a little dark, but AI shoot at lights now. See, I'm thinking I push in down here. And I should be able to see which hangar the jet's in. I'm thinking it's the one slightly further away from me than not. And then I'll just be able to mark those 3 jets and dip. Maybe grab a Ear Pro, a couple guns. Call it good. Why was I under the impression that I could walk in right here? Oh, that's why. Yeah, there's an entrance right there. Both these dudes are dead. AK-19. Don't mind if we do. Can of beans. Why not? Gonna use my light in this big scope, and hopefully I can take out anyone in proximity. Whoa. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of cadavers, which is a good thing for us, possibly. This is what we wanted. Okay, one dead on top of the hangar. Unload. Unload. Drop. Unload. I don't want to take 2 just yet. I might just try to take back a couple guns. there we go. Yeah, if I can take back a few guns, I'd be pretty happy with that. Okay, someone definitely came through here and started wiping, because there's a lot of cadavers. Okay, we're gonna push this hangar real quick. I don't think this is the one we're looking for, but we might as well just do our due diligence while we're here. It might have the jet in it. It does not. Nor does it. Whoa. That was weird. Nor does it have anything to loot. Okay, there's the hangar we're looking for. So we're just gonna quickly mark this guy real quick. I don't know if that worked or not. I feel like typically it would say. I suppose. I don't see any loot. Might as well check this body real quick. Another AK-19 unloading. Sure. Good enough for me. And then the next hangar we need to get to is right there. Just gonna kind of take our time. Arrow says, did you see the stream that Madfinger had here the other day? I did not. I'll have to go and check that out. I've been watching like some of their, like, hey, there's new things coming as far as like the devs that do like the art design, and then there was one about what was it? The guns, gear that we can expect in the upcoming wipe and update. Mark jet. There's more about the rain. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that. Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, I feel like they definitely talked about the rain and how it would affect performance in the game. They seem pretty optimistic that it won't do very much because it's now optimized. We'll see, man. I don't know. 545 and some 762 54R. Okay, so the jet I need is like way down there. I suppose we could walk past ATC, but not too close to it. I think those shots are at me. Suppose I could turn off my light so at least I get closer. Yeah, Arrow, I'm pretty sure that's the stream I watched. I didn't, at the end of that stream, they, like, started doing this thing where they started hopping in the chairs like they were going to play the actual game. And for that portion, I just hopped off. I wonder if it's the same one. I want to say there's typically a guy that spawns somewhere near here. Okay. Task completed. Arrow says, yeah, the one guy was the one that works with the weather. That makes sense. Just domed this guy right here. There's two of them lying here though. Credit card. More food. Probably gonna pull this site off. AK-19. Cash. Wish I had more room, but I don't. I wonder if I could move this stuff around somehow. I'll try and grab this guy's ear pro since I'm like right here at the door. Perfect. Whoa. Okay, yep. Now I'm just gonna head for extract at Delta 3. It's too bad that bird's dropping off. Could have caught a ride home back to base, but that's right. Well, at least there's a couple birds available.
Raven dispatched, moving to Delta 3.
Not bad, not bad.
Raven here, I'm moving out. ETA 30 seconds.
Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. Like, it would have been cool to get some additional attachments for these, but that would require more looting. Tried to avoid unnecessary risks, just because I'm running this solo, obviously.
Landing, get in, go! Get ready, we're moving out.
Perfect. Not bad. We'll have both of these completed. Took a few hours in game, but you know, I'm not upset. Not bad at all. It's a lot of grenades. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if at some point when they do this wipe for next season, I'm curious if they'll do an overhaul on missions and like mission rewards Because it does seem still like, for those who don't buy, the supporter edition, they want to have something available to like players to either increase their locker size, safe lockbox. They talked about like the different crates that we can expect in this upcoming update. So like they have ammo, they have a grenade one coming out now, an additional locker or box, if you will, for like gun cleaning stuff. So if you don't want to repair your weapon and pay to have it done, you can do it yourself, obviously. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm hoping they do something different as far as rewards. I think that'd be nice. Like, I also think it'd be cool if, like, as you go through the levels and unlock more accessories, things like, clothing, like how they have the gloves, the shirts, the pants, the shoes. Like, I think it'd be rad if they could have, like, those same items, but only with different camo patterns. Kind of like we've seen with, like, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Like, I just think it'd be rad if, like, level 15 is a new pair of pants, a new shirt, gloves, but then you can also, at level 20, get additional camo patterns for all of those that you already have unlocked. So I think that would be kind of rad. I really don't think they're going to do anything like that customizable anytime soon. But one can have dreams. A lot of guys feel the same as I do. They'll make it so bad, guys will need bigger PCs and cards to beat the lag. They're going to be adding. Yeah, man, I am genuinely concerned.
We're getting close.
Like,
1 minute.
in that stream, they tried to reassure everyone, like, oh yeah, the new upcoming weathers isn't going to affect the GPU that much. And I'm like, I don't know, man, it is Unreal Engine 5. And, like, it's already taxing as it is. I feel like the strategy is going to be the random access memory. If you can up your RAM somehow, you may not have to change your graphics card, but to be honest, anyone who's pushing, like, the 4060 cards, I think they're all going to have issues.
30 seconds.
Like, any of the 5060 or 4060 dudes are going to have issues, I believe. So, I don't know. I've been lucky so far because the only real significant update I've done to my PC since I've started playing this game was probably the 2 additional sticks of RAM. DDR5. I'll have to put my PC in a block of ice. Yeah, no kidding.
Exfil completed. Good to have you back.
I definitely anticipate some performance issues. Yeah, I definitely am under the impression that we will be facing significant performance issues. But I don't know, I suppose it's a bit to be expected. But we'll see. Okay, vendors. I think I'm gonna sell this to Handshake. And then Gunny. I don't think I'll use this. Getting real close with Gunny. Let's go tasks, go to vendor. Complete. Just unlock some new pants. Vendors. I think artisan. Handover. Complete. Prisoner 23. Retrieve information about Prisoner 23 and YBL1 and report back to Artisan. Accept task. I think there's one from Banshee as well. We get an M700 from this one. That's cool. And the ammo can. Very nice. I think that's it for missions. Oh, we got one from Handshake. Riverfront View. Find out what happened to the Scout and Midnight Sapphire. Damn. I feel like I remember doing this one. Okay. So we have 3 tasks. It doesn't look like either of them are timed, so that's nice. I think we're green on everything. Collected all the tasks. Supposed to start selling stuff. Got Mellox. Decent weapon system. Oh, we do need to repair this guy though. I just had this 4070 Ti Super and it rocks for me. Yeah, man, so the 4070 Ti is exactly what I'm using right now. And I've had very minimal issues. It does get a bit warm if I play like, 4 or 5 hours straight. But typically if I can keep the air moving at least in the room, it seems to do pretty damn fine. And that's with the AIO water cooler. So the liquid cooler does a lot of good for me. Okay, where do I want to go next? Damn. State of weapon shipment. State of weapon shipment. Oh, it's a computer inside the bunker. I mean, it's not too bad. I feel like I could probably knock that out. Probably leave this guy here and take like a TDM4. Yeah, that should be good. It says the red laser's on, but I can't even see it. I can barely see that laser. This light's like stupid bright. Okay, well. Yeah, let's hit that's really only that mission there, so keys. Might as well bring some keys. Fort Narnar. We'll leave a spot open for cash. Probably gonna land Delta 3. Can't call anything anytime soon. Wow. All the birds are in the air. Tag map just says the computer inside the bunker. So I'm thinking I'll push in from Delta 3, hit the shooting range, hop the fence, run down the wall, straight in the bunker, and then do the same thing back in reverse. GTFO. Soonest bird that's available is in 20 seconds. So ooh. I'm sorry guys. I will have to call the stream here. If you made it this far, I appreciate the hell out of you. It means a lot. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're about an hour and 22 minutes deep. If you liked today's episode, please consider giving us a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please do subscribe and select the notifications so you'll be notified every time I go live. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Take care.